The next job is then we need to know where we have to glue to. So the best way to do that is to mark the floor there and there, so that we know the parameters of where we have to glue to. Don't come back, don't come over the line, just keep it fractionally back off the line, because if the glue sets before you have a chance to put the next boards down, it will hinder you in putting the next boards down.
Right, so basically you're just clearing the bits that have hardened around, like a little crust around the edge, just to make sure that you've got a lovely smooth glue for use on the floor.
Correct, yes. We don't want any pieces that have gone slightly off, the glue slightly off. Might just hinder us in putting the boards down.
Right, so this MS polymer adhesive, I notice you're troweling it on, and presumably you're going to use a serrated trowel to then spread that glue across the floor. Now, why are we doing that rather than using one of those glue guns with something like pink grip and zigzagging it across?
Well, the reason I'm using the spreadable glue is because we want the maximum adhesion to the bottom of the board. So because this is an underfloor central heating system, we need to get the maximum adhesion to the bottom of the board to transfer the maximum amount of heat from the underfloor central heating through the board. The lines of glue might make the board stand off the floor fractionally, and that will cause little air pockets between the board and the floor, and the heat won't transfer as well.
Right. And what size grooves are in that trowel?
Well, I use a 6mm grooved trowel, and the reason I use a 6mm grooved trowel, the 6mm, when it's standing vertical like that, it is 6mm, but you usually work it at 45 degrees. So in reality, the height of the notch of the glue is usually 3mm. Which I think gives a better adhesion rate of the board, because in this circumstance, as I mentioned before, we need the maximum amount of adhesion to the board to transfer the maximum amount of heat through the board.
So that all went down incredibly quickly.
Yes, yes. Because we pre-fitted the boards, there should be no problem about putting the boards when we put them on the glue. After that, I like to put on some weight to increase the pressure so that the boards have got maximum pressure on them to stick to the glue.
And what have you made your weights out of, Lee?
They're just Common Garden 18 by 9 by 9 concrete blocks wrapped in bubble wrap and with a plastic bag wrapped around them.
And how long would you plan to sort of leave those on there before the glue goes off?
In the circumstance that we are in today, because the underfloor central heating and everything, I would probably be between half an hour and an hour, and it'll be fine.